Hare Krishna. We continue reading from Nectar of Devotion. We have been reading the characteristics of pure devotional service. We read how it gives us relief from miseries, complete relief from miseries, how it is the most auspicious, and now we are reading the rareness of pure devotional service. In the preliminary phase of spiritual life, there are different kinds of austerities, penances, and similar processes for attaining self-realization. However, even if an executor of these processes is without any material desire, he still cannot achieve devotional service. So, someone may try to get self-realization by doing different types of austerities, different penances, yoga, meditation, through the knowledge process. They are bona fide processes, right? The yoga process or the Gyan process. And they might be completely detached. They have no material desire, but yet they might not be having devotional service. They don't have that devotion in the heart. We cannot get devotion in the heart just by performing some austerity, some meditation, some try to get some knowledge, dry speculative knowledge. We cannot get devotion. And aspiring by oneself alone to achieve devotional service is also not very hopeful
So is
because
it what you're trying to say is that even if the person has got liberation, then also it is not necessary that he will get bhakti, right?
that's right.
That's
That's right.
okay.
That's yes. So, and aspiring by oneself alone to achieve devotional service is also not very hopeful because Krishna does not agree to award devotional service to merely anyone. So, just by sitting by ourselves alone and we say that somehow or the other I will get devotion in my heart, it's not going to happen. Why? Because Krishna does not do that. That's not the way he gives devotion. He does not give devotional service just to anyone. Krishna can easily offer a person material happiness or even liberation, but he does not agree very easily to award a person engagement in his devotional service. So if we ask Krishna for some material benefit, material comfort, material enjoyment, Krishna gives it very easily. We ask Krishna for liberation, he will give us very easily. But Krishna does not give pure devotional service easily to anyone. He does not very easily. Devotional service can, in fact, be attained only through the mercy of a pure devotee. So, how can we get now? If Krishna is not giving, then how will we get it? By the mercy of a pure devotee, we can get devotional service. In the Caitaniya Caritamita Madhya Lila 19.151, it is said, by the mercy of the spiritual master, who is a pure devotee, and by the mercy of Krishna, one can achieve the platform of devotional service. There is no other way. So, Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. It's by the mercy of the pure devotee, the spiritual master, and the mercy of Krishna that we can get this seed of devotional service. Otherwise, Krishna does not give it easily. He does not. And there is no other way. There is no other way other than the mercy of the spiritual master who is a pure devotee and by the mercy of Krishna. So, Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. The rarity of devotional service is also confirmed in the Tantra Shastra, where Lord Shiva says to Sati, my dear Sati, if one is a very fine philosopher, analyzing the different processes of knowledge, he can achieve liberation from the material entanglement. So this is a conversation between Sati and Shiva. And this is recorded in the Tantra Shastra, where Lord Shiva is telling to Sati that, that somebody who's following the process of knowledge, philosophy, logic, he can get liberation. He can get beyond the modes of material nature, and he can get liberation, mukti, by performance of the ritualistic sacrifices recommended in the Vedas. One can be elevated to the platform of pious activities and thereby enjoy the material comforts of life to the fullest extent. But all such endeavors can hardly offer anyone devotional service to the Lord, not even if one tries for it by such processes for many, many thousands of births. So, through the process of cultivating knowledge, one can get liberation, one can reach up to liberation. But if one is just continuing in the process of knowledge through speculation, through philosophy, through logic, still they'll never come to devotional service. Never. Now, another person, he's following all the principles, the rituals of the Vedas, the Karmakand section, the charities, the penances, the austerities. By this, one can get more and more material enjoyment, can go even up to the heavenly planets, can have great level of material pleasure, but can never get devotional service. No matter if that person continues to do it for millions and millions of lifetimes. So if one continues in the process of knowledge for millions of lifetimes, or if continues in the process of this following this rituals of the Vedas for millions of lifetimes, cannot come to devotional service. This is the rarity of devotional service. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also confirmed by Prahlad Maharaj that merely by personal efforts or by the instructions of higher authorities, one cannot attain to the stage of devotional service. So then how to become, now Prahlad Maharaj is also saying that, oh, I want to get devotional service, so I just do it by myself. It's not going to happen. So how do we get? One must become blessed by the dust of the lotus feet of a pure devotee who's completely freed from the contamination of material desires. Only by the dust of the lotus feet of a pure devotee can we get this pure devotional service. And we can see how Srila Prabhupada, because of Srila Prabhupada, we are even able to hear about pure devotional service. So a pure devotee, completely free from contamination of material desires. Only he can give us devotional service. And this is what Srila Prabhupada is doing. Even through his books, he's giving us this pure devotional service. So one must become blessed by the dust of the lotus feet of a pure devotee who's completely freed from the contamination of material desires. In the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th chapter, verse 18, Narad also says to Yudhishthira, my dear king, it is Lord Krishna known as Mukunda, who is the eternal protector of the Pandavas and the Yadus. He is also your spiritual master and instructor in every respect. So 5th canto, Narad Muni is saying to Narad Muni is saying to King Yudhishthira. He's telling Yudhishthira that Mukunda is Krishna, the giver of liberation. He is your spiritual master. He is your instructor. He is the only worshipable God for you. He's very dear and affectionate, and he's the director of all your activities, both individual and familial. And what's more, he sometimes carries out your orders as if he were your messenger. My dear king, how very fortunate you are, because for others, all these favors given to you by the Supreme Lord would not even be dreamt of. So Narad Muni is telling Yudhishthira, Krishna, imagine Krishna is personally becoming your messenger. He's personally protecting you. He's become your guide. He's giving you friendship. He's become your instructor, your spiritual master. He's giving you so much affection. What you have, others can't even dream of such a thing. The purport to this verse is that Lord easily offers liberation, but he rarely agrees to offer a soul devotional service. So now Krishna, he's called Mukunda, the giver of liberation. He easily gives liberation. Somebody asks Krishna, give me liberation. He easily gives. So why doesn't he give pure devotional service easily? Why? Because by devotional service, the Lord himself becomes purchased by the devotee. Because of this. Because when one becomes a pure devotee, Krishna becomes a servant of that devotee. Krishna becomes personally involved in taking care of the devotee, protecting the devotee, as we see in the lives of the Pandavas. How Krishna is personally present there each time. Each time he's taking care of them, becoming their servant, becoming the driver. This is the reason Krishna does not agree to give pure devotional service easily. But the devotees of Krishna are very kind. They are easily giving us pure devotional service. Come and take. This is what Lord Chaitanya, this is where the mercy of Lord Chaitanya comes in, the compassion of Lord Chaitanya. Anyone, everyone, he's saying, just chant this Hare Krishna mantra and take this love of Krishna. That is the super excellent position of Lord Chaitanya, most munificent. He's telling us, just chant Hare Krishna and get this Krishna prema, which is so rare, so rare. People can't dream of it, and yet we are getting this rare opportunity in this age of Kali. We have no qualifications. We have no qualifications, but yet Lord Chaitanya, out of his compassion, is giving us this opportunity. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So we'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for listening and joining in. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.